Have you been struggling physically, mentally, emotionally, or spiritually? Then this message is for you. Hi, my name is Brittany Hall. Here we discuss biblical healing, and today we are just following the Spirit. Once again, I've been reading in Job lately, and there has been so many people suffering. I have friends, those of you on the other side of this camera, there has been so much spiritual warfare, so much struggling, adversity, hardship, physically, mentally, emotionally, etc. And so I felt like Job was a good place to read because he went through a lot of suffering, as many of us are. And so the scripture I have here, in this story, Job has lost so much. He's lost his family, he's lost his children, his livestock, he's physically been sick, he has lost everything. He's questioning God, saying some things he probably shouldn't about God, but he's also crying out, and he's done so much for God and wondering why all of this keeps happening. He's talking with friends, and the very ones that he's talking to throughout this story, his friends accuse him of doing something wrong when in reality he didn't. And so in this scripture in Job 6:14, he's talking with a friend, and let's just see where God takes us. Verse 14, one should be kind to a fainting friend, but you accuse me without any fear of the Almighty. The first half of this scripture, one should be kind to a fainting friend. One should be kind to those that are suffering physically, mentally, emotionally. They should be loving, gentle, caring. They should reflect God's character to those struggling and having the most difficult time of their life. One should, but many don't. Many don't. It says, but you accuse me without any fear of the Almighty. But you accuse me. See, his friend was saying here, you've sinned and you did something wrong, Job. That's why all this is happening to you. Someone has been harsh to you, has betrayed you, has not been gentle or kind through your suffering. Maybe they haven't even showed up. Those that you love and care so much about have turned their back on you through your hardship. They have accused you. To accuse someone is to say you've did something wrong. You've did something without having full proof. Instead of being kind and gentle and patient and comforting to those struggling, this friend or whoever you're dealing with, family, whoever it is, they've made the suffering worse. And to say that you accuse me without any fear of God, it shows the lack of God's character in those hurting you, harming you. If you're enjoying this video so far, please like and subscribe. And as we go on to read, in verse 15 it says, my brothers, you have proved as unreliable as a seasonal brook. It overflows its banks in the spring, but when the hot weather arrives, the water disappears. The brook vanishes in the heat. These people that you love and trust, and maybe you're related to or friends with, they left you in a time of need. They've disappeared when you needed them most. They don't check in on you. They weren't there for you. In the NIV translation, it says, anyone who withholds kindness from a friend forsakes the fear of the Lord. Love and care has been withheld from you, withheld from friends, family. This shows that they are without compassion, without divine insight, and without God. It shows the lack of God's character. And you know, Job's friends here, they were misinterpreting who God is. They literally said to Job, you did something wrong. When Job lost everything, he lost his family, he lost his livestock, he lost his health, and multiple people had the nerve to say to Job, you did wrong here. when Job needed to be comforted. These people twisted who God really is, his character and compassion and love for those. His friends were saying, "You deserve this, Job. You did something to betray God," when in fact he didn't. He didn't. He did nothing wrong. And in his suffering and hardship, he was being judged. After losing all this, he was being judged by his friends. He was being criticized. He was being hurt even further. And someone has been hurting you further. Someone has misinterpreted what God has been saying. Hey, you deserved it. Like, don't you see what you did to that? And blah, blah, blah. No, you didn't deserve it. You didn't deserve it. Hard things have just kept happening. What's imperative here is it shows that we should be comforted. We should be shown love in God's character, even in suffering. We should be shown acceptance, kindness, joy, and sometimes just a listening ear. But here, they accused. And to accuse someone at such a fragile time shows the spiritual danger here. As we continue to read in these scriptures, in verse 19 it says that they search for this water. They hope to find it. In verse 20, they count on it, but are disappointed. When they arrive, their hopes are dashed. You too have given no help. You have seen my calamity, and you are afraid. But why? Have I asked you for a gift? Have I begged you for anything? And Job goes on to ask all of these questions. When you put yourself around these people again, around these situations again that have hurt you and proved how unlike God they are, and you are let down again, it says here they search and hope for this water, but it's not there. You're disappointed. You're let down. Your hope is gone. They've proved no help. In verse 26, it says, "Do you think your words are convincing when you disregard my cry for help?" My friend, whoever has been disregarding your cry for help, God won't. God won't. He is there. And if you draw near to him, he will draw near to you. No matter what these people have did to hurt you, to accuse you, to blame you, to betray you in your suffering, whoever it is, God will not do that. God is there. God is the living water, the living sacrifice. He is salvation. He is how we get through it. He's the only way to get through it. God is the only one who won't let you down. He will be kind. He will be loving. He will be gentle. He will be everything you need. He will not accuse. He will not forsake. He will not do what so many others have done to you. He will be there, and he will love you, and he will accept you, and he will carry you through the hardship, through the pain, through the suffering, if you just let him. To those that are suffering mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, lean on God, because here in these scriptures and all throughout the story of Job, we are shown how humankind always lets each other down, but God never will. He is the one true King, and Jesus Christ died on the cross so you wouldn't have to feel this suffering alone, so he could take it, he took it on the cross so you don't have to bear it here. And I encourage you guys, whatever you are going through, I pray God just place his hand on your life through this suffering, through the hardship, because God will get you through this. To that fainting friend, to that suffering friend, God is the one who will show you kindness. He's the one who will show you love if you just let him. I pray for each one of you on the other side of this camera that whatever you have been going through, whatever it is, that God just place his hand on your life and lift you through the suffering, through the adversity, through the hardship, that you feel his care, his love, his everything, his presence. I pray his presence just surround your body, surround your mind, surround your spirit, surround your home, your workplace. I pray he just surround you, and he will get you through this. I love you guys. I'll see you on the next one.